Hi there, it's Lisa Belleci St. Romain here on our 23rd Sunday of Ordinary Time. And our first reading is such a joyful, happy, awesome, amazing reading, right? It's about, it's wonderful news about the good things that are going to come. And so your voice will be, I hope, at the end of every line, amazed. And it's like, this is going to happen and have hope. So think about that as you do this. This is going to parallel our gospel where Jesus actually fulfills that. He does that cure of the deaf. Okay? So a reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah, and there's 1, 2, 3. Remember, that's from the general instructions of the Roman Missal that we pause 3 seconds between the name of the book and the actual reading, and then again 3 seconds at the end before we say the word of the Lord. Okay, so a reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Thus says the Lord. And look how I'm smiling. So it's not, thus says the Lord, so you're about to get creamed. No, it is, thus says the Lord. So be happy and let your face be happy as you're starting this out, so the people who are listening have a clue that we're in for good news with thus says the Lord, right? Say to those whose hearts are frightened. So let your voice be tender right here, as you would to a person who is quaking or a child who is quaking, right? Be strong, fear not, okay? So be strong. How could I possibly be strong if I'm frightened? Because you're not alone. So number one, I'm with you. God is with us, right? Here is your God. There we go. I'm not alone, right? Here is your God. He comes with vindication. That's a promise that I would say to a kid, even though they don't know what the word vindication means. With divine recompense, he comes to save you. And make sure you are looking at somebody at these words, save you. He comes to save you. Okay, how exciting is that, to save you? So we should be smiling at each of these lines. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened. So take these lines slowly, right? Let that one have a turn. He comes to save you. Pause. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened. Pause. The ears of the deaf be cleared. Again, how amazed. Do you hear my voice? How amazed that is. Then will the lame leap like a stag. So shorten that. Then will the lame leap like a stag. Not shorten, space that out is what I meant to say. And then will the tongue of the mute, will sing. So there's the period. Okay, so those are all the things that God will do for the people. And nature is going to rejoice as well. How will that be? Streams will burst forth. Okay, my hands had to burst, didn't they? So my hands are not bursting. I'm going to hold this book as I would be if I were lecturing. I'm going to hold this book and I would say, streams will burst forth in the desert and rivers in the steppe. The burning sands will become pools. Okay? So I'm pausing there a minute. Those burning sands, you know what I'm talking about, how hot those are that we can't even go on it? And the thirsty ground, do you know what it's like outside before the rain when there's so many cracks and they're open in the ground? Springs of water. And then there's the 1, 2, 3. The word of the Lord. And I am smiling again because we have just heard such wonderful things. So be happy as you read this. Be happy so the people can be happy, and so that God knows that we've heard this message, right? Of be strong, hang in there, wait for me, I'm coming. Yeah, all right. Practice reading aloud so you get your voice and your spacing. God bless.